Hi, Kenny Chan here. I'm just going to quickly go over the buyer's roadmap from a very top-down level. When we meet and as we go through the buying process, I'll go into each of these steps into much more detail. I know this map looks a little complicated, so we're going to focus on this in two parts. The first part being everything up until an offer is accepted, and then the next part is everything after an offer is accepted. So at the very beginning, we have a meeting. There are a lot of questions that are asked, but most importantly, I have to get an understanding of your needs and wants and what I can do to help you meet those. After I get an understanding of your needs and wants, we go into something called market education. And this is us going out into the market, not for the purpose of purchasing, but actually for the purpose of learning what the market has to offer you, as well as what do you find good and bad about the market that you're interested in. After market education, we'll actually start to book some showings. And after the showings, if there's a property you want to offer on, we go into the offer phase. An offer generally has four key components. There's a deposit, a closing date, which is the date you would get the keys and your mortgage would typically start, the price that you're offering, as well as if there are or aren't any conditions. So conditions in an offer mean that the buyer has to complete A, B, C, or D in order for the buyer to be 100% committed to buying the property. If this is a condo apartment or a condo townhouse, typically there is a condition of a lawyer review of the stat certificate. But for all properties, condo or not, there can be conditions related to financing as well as a home inspection. Now, assuming those conditions are met and fulfilled to the buyer's satisfaction, or there are no conditions that were put in the offer, then what we have is a firm offer, which means the seller and the buyer are now 100% committed to completing the rest of their contract. And this is where we move into the closing phase. The closing phase has a lot of different moving parts, so I'll go into each of them. Between when the offer is accepted and when the property closes, typically the buyer will go visit one or two more times to the property. After the offer becomes firm, the lawyer and the lender will typically work together with you for the closing procedures. The lender typically will also do a credit check at this point. The lawyer will complete a lot of paperwork in the background, including asking you where your down payment is coming from and providing proof of that. The lawyer will also take care of land transfer tax, any land transfer tax rebate, as well as arranging for title insurance on the property. However, you need to make sure that you are buying separate home insurance as well. There's also a setup of your accounts and utilities, which include heat, gas, hydro, water, internet, TV, etc., etc. If it's a condo apartment or condo townhouse, you'll also be dealing with property management and filling out various forms to register as an owner, as well as registering for parcel, as well as condo fee payments. So this was a very, very brief overview of the home buying process. We'll talk more about these as we work together.